think it's only fitting while some of you guys come in that I play this. So welcome, but I'm T-Speaker222 XRP Future Millionaire with the Sidebot on XLM and Future Digibot OG. I'm going to play this while everybody's coming in because I think you guys need to get a taste.
Sit down, have a drink. Come on. Give us a drink. Get them all a drink here. And give those Irish hoodlums a drink down there.
There's only one Irishman here.
Yeah. It's a celebration, fellas. Salud.
Top of the morning to you.
Good to be home.
Welcome back.
Hey, my friend Jimmy.
Oh.
Henry, it's his joint.
It's a little clip for you guys. You all deserve it this morning.
Tommy, all dressed up. All grown up and doing it town. Look at this.
Oh, shit.
Tommy.
I forgot you was having a party with his mom.
Oh, come here.
Let me go say hello. Hey, Billy, how are you?
Tommy, get over here. I haven't seen you in 6
Billy.
fucking years.
How you doing, Billy?
Jesus Christ almighty. You look terrific. How you feel?
Watch this suit. Watch this suit.
Watch this suit, you little frick. You. Hey, I know you all my life.
All right, good.
You're getting too big on me
Just
now.
don't go busting my balls, Billy, okay?
Hey, Tommy, if I was going to break your balls, I'd tell you to go home and get your shine box. Oh, this kid was great. I used to call him Spit Shine Tommy. I swear to God. Oh, he'd make your shoes look like fucking mirrors. Excuse my language. He was terrific. He was the best. And he made a lot of money, too. Salud, Tommy.
No more shines, Billy.
What?
I said no more shines. Maybe you didn't hear about it. You've been away a long time. They didn't go up, didn't tell you. I don't shine shoes anymore.
Relax, will you, for crying out? What's got into you? I'm breaking your balls a little bit, that's all. I'm only kidding with you.
Sometimes you don't sound like you're kidding. You know, there's a lot of people around.
I mean, I'm only kidding with you. We're having a party. I mean, I just can't.
That's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling. Pay attention as you watch your shit go down. Pay attention.
Mom, I haven't seen you in a long time, and I'm breaking your balls, and you're right away you're getting fucking fresh. I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend you.
I'm sorry, too. It's okay. No problem.
Okay, salud. Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Motherfucking you fucking piece of shit!
Yeah. Come on. Let him go.
Henry bought his fucking button that fake old tough guy. You bought your fucking button, you big tough guy. You motherfucker.
Come on.
Fuck, keep that motherfucker here. Keep him here. Come on.
Back.
Come on, you fucking feel strong?
I'm sorry. Tommy gets a little loaded. He doesn't mean any disrespect.
You don't mean any disrespect, Henry. Are you nuts? Teach this kid a little fucking manners. Hey, Jimmy, what's right is right. You understand what I'm talking about?
It's all right.
No, I mean, the kid's over here. We're hugging and kissing over here, and 2 minutes later, he's acting like a fucking jerk.
No. You insulted him a little bit. You got a little out of order yourself.
No, I didn't insult him.
Insulted him a little bit.
No, I didn't insult nobody. Give us a drink.
Okay? Come on, let's have some drinks, all right? Drinks in the house. Come on, let me...
Yeah, have to drink with me.
No.
Back him up.
Billy. No. Drinks around the house. Come on. It's
Fucking
on the house.
I fucked his like
Take
that
care of
can in the ass. I fucked him. Fucking break up my party.
The other so-called gods of our legends, though gods they were, and as the elders of our time choose to remain
You've been
blind,
away for 6 years.
Yeah.
Everything's
let us rejoice and
I
let
did
us
my fucking time, Jimmy. I did my fucking time. I come home, and I want what I gotta get. I got fucking mouths to feed. Understand? Yeah. Get the door!
Shoot him in his big fucking mouth. Shoot him.
My shoes.
There we go. Just a little way to get it started while you guys are coming in. Just the way the mood is feeling today. So as I always do, I'm not going to see who's actually watching. We're going to start out by covering the charts, and then I'll get into you guys. But, here, let me turn that down. And I will get in the chat in a minute. So, basically what's going on here, well, you can see I came on right before it started going down, when it was at $1.64 when it created that head. But we're going to see. I always tell you, what goes up in a straight line has to have structure on the way down on the right side. It's just the way it goes. To me, this is nothing more than a bull trap. And we'll be right back where we started before we can even blink. The FOMO is real. Today we're going to have a case of buy the rumor, sell the news. I mean, from a charting perspective, it looks like a head and shoulders. Like I always say, though, if volume comes in, it can blow up a pattern. And that's exactly what happened. It didn't even break the pattern. It just blew it up. Is there any small coincidence that I told you buy it at 152 and ride it to 166 and see if it could push past it or use it as resistance? Well, so far it's using that 166 line. It hasn't even got to it. So it'd be using it as resistance. So I'm not exactly sure why there was so much negativity this morning. If anything, you would have bought it at 152 and rode it up to 164, 166, or still have it. Or sold it based on what I said earlier. I'm just saying, I don't understand. I gave you every possibility that could have happened. And then if you were paying attention, there were several people that commented and made a few $100 last night. Several people. Why? Because they paid attention. They seen the volume come in, it got to 150 area, and they bought. Seems pretty logical to me. The people that weren't paying attention decided to bitch up in my chat this morning. Well, if you're bitching in my chat and you were up while I was sleeping, why the fuck didn't you buy it? When it did exactly what I said, if it got volume, and you seen the volume coming, and I told you the only way it was going to go to 166 is if there was volume. We got volume and it almost got to 166. Now the volume's going the other way. So now if you bought at 165, you better hope to God that we get another influx of volume. Because now every time we try to get up to the level it was at, it just comes back down after we hit that top. So without volume, this will just go back to 138 because this was an artificial move up. And then what? Are all these comments going to be... if we get back to 138, is everybody going to say, oh, fuck. You told us to buy at 152 and then or 150 and ride it up to 166. Well, shit, I bought it at 152, rode it up to 163, some of you guys are saying. Very good. Some of you are still holding it just in case. There's no problem there. You just got to be very careful because of the pattern we're on. I mean, look at that. That doesn't instill confidence. The only reason it went up is exactly what I said. Look at the volume. Look when it came in. Look how dead the volume was, right? When I said, well, if volume comes in is one way we can pick up. What is this? Volume. Holy shit, what is this? We went up. Let's continue the pattern. What did I say? If volume comes in. No volume. It stayed. Volume comes in. It goes up. Right? That's how it works. If I'd have said there's no way it can go up. Again, it stayed and did nothing. Look how patchy the volume is. Look at it. The only good volume is negative in that scenario. And then we get a little bit of volume. Right? Volume. Push up. But on this volume, unlike the rest of it, you had a shoulder form. Or the hip. Or whatever the fuck you want to call it right here. Because when you go into the 45 minute, it's more defined. You don't have to admit it. But that's what happened at the end of this pattern right here. That's what's happening. Hey, if you don't like the head and shoulders pattern and that it's a bearish pattern, go yell at the fucking guy who created it, not me. Or go yell at the people that are buying into this because they don't know what's going on. If you bought in at 138, that's a good buy-in because of the run right now. But if you don't sell it, it ain't shit. Now, if volume comes in the next 3 hours it comes in like that and you get sporadic volume where it's coming in heavy, well, yeah, sure, we can keep going up. But if it starts coming in segments And no volume comes in and it goes down. Well, this shit's going down. And now what you've essentially done is created an even bigger head and shoulders. And the bigger the head and shoulders, the bigger the drop. So sure, it'll come down to 139, but does the pattern reverse? Or does it continue into another head and shoulders? If that's the case, well, then we're all fucked. Especially the people who bought in where it's at and are bitching right now. Because look at this. If you want to be honest, what did this do from $1.02 in the 45 minute? Well, I don't know. Structure? Structure? Could it possibly be structure? Structure? Could it? I don't know. Could there be some FOMO going on in today? I don't know. I'm not a financial advisor. Should you take my advice? No. I say it every day. No. But if the charts are telling you to do something, am I going to tell you no? No. Am I going to tell you yes? No. But at the end of the day, it's your fucking portfolio. So if you're listening to some douchebag on YouTube to make your decision, you're a moron. And I can't help you. But if you're actually taking it step by step and you understand the pattern we're in, congratulations. Because you too are seeing the bull trap. And if you bought into the trap and you didn't do it the way I told you, well, you might lose some money. I've given you every scenario. I told you if it goes under $1 and I was awake, I was going to buy it. I wasn't awake. It went to 95 cents. By the time I woke up, it was at $1.30 the other day. I don't know why you guys are waiting for me to come on to tell you to buy it when I tell you to do that. Or when I tell you last night, if it goes to 150 or 152, buy it and see how high it can go. I don't know why you're bitching at me while it's still in that process, sitting at 153 this morning. I said I'm not buying it, but if you would have just listened to what I said, you would have bought it. To see if there was a blow off the top. I just didn't want to take the risk at $1.53 this morning. It's not worth it. To do the 7 cents for what? Or the 8 cents or 10 cents when they're going to charge 2 cents on the top and 2 cents on the sale? You better be damn sure you're making 10% because you're losing 5% of it if you're buying and selling crypto. It's just the way it works. So all you guys that are bitching from 138 to 166, okay, it was there forever to buy. I told you it could either go up or down based on volume. And the volume came in strong. I can't help it that a fucking whale came in and fucking bought up $15 million. And then a bunch of people FOMO'd right after. I can't help that. But what I can help is the fact that I told you if volume came in, we could do this exact thing. Did it go over 166? Did it not stop at 152 area? Okay then. There's a reason why I made those calls. And I told you what to look for. There's a reason. Because even right now, you could be up 10 or 12% instead of bitching at me. So, I don't even know if anybody's watching. I don't really fucking care. What I care about is the fact that you guys need to learn how to look at the chart and not FOMO. And get off my nuts. Period. Because if you're on my nuts, I'm going to be up your ass. And if I'm up your ass, you're not going to be getting the best content. Because as you see now, because you're up my ass and kicking me in the nuts, I threw ads on just to, for the hell of it. I ain't making dick off of them. Just the inconvenience, because you inconvenienced me this morning. So if you want to see that shit cut out, stop fucking with this bullshit. I didn't put paid subs on to watch the live stream like I should. Because I don't want to have a paid sub channel. Nobody understands. I don't want a paid sub channel. Period. And people are like, oh, well, you should. I don't want it. Everybody else has a paid sub channel on YouTube for the most part. I don't want it. Because that's when you become money hungry and then the content goes to shit. Because now you're just putting out videos to get views on ads. Hey, I get 100,000 views on my video so my content can be shit. But I made $1,000 this week. Not interested in that. I'm making a nice amount of money after I pay the fees and the taxes and everything on my class. But that's because it's an educational purposes. I'm not a financial advisor, but I know how to read a chart and I can teach you to do the same. It's that simple. I'm not asking for anything outside the ordinary. I'm just asking for you to get off my nuts when I don't deserve it. If I deserve the hate, sure, fucking bitch at me. Tell me I'm a loser. Tell me I suck at what I'm doing. But until I deserve the hate, keep it where it's supposed to be. Out of my fucking comments. If you don't watch the whole video, again, not my problem. If you want to join the class, we're at 30 fucking people already out of 50. I'm closing it on the 1st. Period. If you're not in it by 11:59 p.m. on the 1st, you miss it. I'll open registration up again next month, but I only want a 50-person max so we can keep a smaller class size. Like I tell everybody, the money that's already been paid, I'm keeping it in there for 30 days. I'm not taking it. I've already talked to the people that I pay for the platform. I'm not taking the money for 30 days because I want to make sure if somebody has a refund that I don't have to pay out of pocket, and it's sitting there for you if you want a refund if the class isn't what you think. But you better have damn good reason, because I'm not just going to be refunding it because you say, oh, I can't make it to the class. Well, get some fucking dedication then. But this is going to be the single best class you can ever go to for technical analysis, and it's only $6.25 a class, 8 classes for $50, 8 hours of education. Tell me a single other place at a community college or a person with interest or knowledge or somebody teaching you the charts where you're going to get it for $6.25. A lot of people were like, oh, it's $50 a class, I'll pay that. No, it's not $50 a class. It's $6.25 a class. Because of people, again, in my comments trying to make it sound like I'm money hungry, it's not $50 a class. Sure, people would pay it, but I wouldn't be comfortable charging $50 a class. Maybe if it was an advanced class, but this is an introduction class, for fuck's sake. It does, Griffey. I opened up the live chat just now. I can't believe there's 30 people. Yes, you did. You guys did get ads on my videos this morning because I told you. I get unnecessary criticism. You get unnecessary ads. Thank you, Julio. I appreciate that. Iqualala, thanks for the $3.99, brother. I do see that. But Julio, why am I annoying? First time in the channel? Imagine how I feel when I get such stupid comments in the morning when it's exactly what I was telling you guys, you know? And yeah, I had to watch the ad on my own video. How do you think I feel? It was stupid. Like, I put the content out. Why are you showing me an ad? You know? It showed me an ad when I watched my own video this morning. 36 seconds in. A Crypto.com ad. Yo, welcome everybody. Welcome. I know, Julio, for real. Angie, welcome in. Sam, Griffey, Danny. Let's see. Julio. Peter, Bradley. Let's see. Danny, Dave. Uncle Philly, welcome in, brother. Big time FOMO indeed. Gary, I know. I know we're getting close to Elon Musk's big talk with Doge. It is coming down, but, you know, we'll see what happens. But it's forming the head, so, you know, the head can go wherever it wants. But you can see it. I don't have to tell you what the pattern is. If you know how to read a chart, you can see the head and shoulders. And the 45, the 30, the 15, it's still building. That's why I said we could go up just a tiny bit. That's why I said if you want to ride it to 166, if you have it, there's no shame in that. But it doesn't have much room to go now. At all. The 1 minute's catching up now. I mean, the 1 minute was ahead, but it's catching up on the overall pattern. Just like the 3 minute. And you go out even farther. And you're not going to get such definition, but look how it looks. Even on the 4 hour, you can see that is a clear head and shoulders pattern. It just is, coming off of a nice inversion. So it had to have a nice little rise. That's it. The bigger the inversion, the bigger the rise, the bigger the head and shoulders, the bigger the fall. That's a pretty big head and shoulders. Spanning about, excuse me, that's spanning a good 35-40%. So, I mean, you want to talk a drop on a head and shoulders that big, if the volume doesn't increase exponentially from this point, yeah, it's going to be an issue. Like I say, I like to watch the pattern, so when people bitch, whatever, but it's just the way the bitching was happening. I'm reading the comments, I'm like, oh my God. Like, at least give me the benefit of the doubt of actually making it sound like you were listening to me last night. Nothing changed. Now I just have a bigger fear more people are going to get trapped. Todd, I appreciate it. Restodian, welcome in. Iqualala, yeah, a lot of you guys tried to defend me. Jordan, smoke, coffee, and XRP. I had smoke, XRP, but no coffee, because I don't need coffee. Listen to me. This is me without coffee. Could you imagine if I drink coffee? Sam, welcome in, my guy. Kevy, also in here. Joe Stozen. Danny Ray. Love that name. Good morning, Danny. Yeah, you guys, I appreciate you guys defending me, but, you know, I don't want you guys to stress yourself out. I can come on here and, you know, unstress myself. So look, I went from I'm not going to release any more videos today to having 2 more videos, and I'll live stream by 9:36 in the morning. What the hell was the stream this morning? I'm almost out, though. I need to order more, and it sucks because they're out of the strain, and it's been fucking fire, and I got it the last 3 times. It's a... Fuck, what the hell was it called? Hold on. XRP went out, and everybody was, you should see that. And I got $80 because of my first video. And I turned ads on because of all the bullshit comments. So they're like, why did we get ads? I'm like, because if you guys are going to influx my inbox, I'm going to give you ads.
Can they hear you?
What'd you say?
They hear you.
Good. Yeah, you're good, Julie. No, I had it's like a cherry lemon something. I don't even know. I never had it before. It was a new strain, but that's it. Lemon cherry gelato, Danny Ray. Good call. That's exactly what it is. Lemon cherry gelato. They called it cherry lemon gelato, but same thing. What a call, dude. That's awesome. I appreciate you, Mira, and I appreciate the beer money. The donation. Oh, yeah, you can hear me. You guys can always hear me. This is unedited. Dude, honestly, I don't know if I've ever gone through an ounce of weed as quick as I went through that son of a bitch. I'll be honest with you. Oh, I'm jealous, Radley. I'm about to start growing my shit, too. We're almost to that part of my season in Michigan, but if I'd have put it out there, we had snow last week, so it would have killed all my shit. It's the way to do it. See, the people that are real in my community, I know who you are. But, you know, I gotta have talks like that in the morning so I can get rid of some of the scumbags. Nobody wants to acknowledge anything. Well, I said we got people that have made far and well over 10 grand watching my show. Far and over. There shouldn't be a single person who's lost any money. But I can't tell you when to buy and sell. You know, I'm not a financial advisor. So, like, if you buy and sell, you know, you got to understand the upcharges. That's why I say, if you're building a long position, you buy it. Like, it's at $1.62 right now, right? So you wouldn't buy it here in a long position. If it cuts back down to $135, you buy some more. Because then you're buying it at every level. So then if it goes up and down and dips and gains, these little fake bulls, It doesn't matter. You've got a position everywhere, so you could sell everywhere. That's what I should have been doing, but, you know. Damn right, Sam, so you're in my boat. You're right near me. I'm right on the border of Canada where I live, so I'm literally like 45 minutes outside of Canada. Not even in my new house, probably 35. I mean, honestly, what I would do right here, I mean, I can't tell you, Dan, what to do, but it looks pretty clear we're coming on a head and shoulders here. I mean, I'm not exactly sure what else you could call this right now. Even if you wanted to be objective, what else could you call this besides head and shoulder? I don't know. So, I mean, if I was you, clearly the head has to come down. So if you sold right now and it got to 153 and sold some potential and volume, well, yeah. Then you could get back in. But I don't know, man. This is a risk. You could probably ride this out to like 164 at the top of the head if it wants to go there. But there's no guarantee it gets back up there. I mean, you can see what's going on with the volume. Why is the volume stopping like this? Just to set up a perfect head and shoulders. What's up, Abdul? Welcome in. Hey, I'm doing my best. I appreciate that. That's a good idea, Radley. If I didn't have the kids in the house, I would do the same. Wow, a lot of growers in the audience. That's crazy. Shane, thanks for the $5. Much appreciated. You have it at 11:30? 11? Okay. So you guys heard that. Julie's got therapy at 11, so... There you go, Ikwalala. That's the way to do it. Then you don't got to worry about the up and down. But we just took this approach, you know. Most of my audience doesn't sell. You guys don't sell it at all. You just buy. But for the people that come in the stragglers, I try to do it on a day-to-day basis in the 1-minute chart. But oftentimes I'm days ahead, as you guys know. So we'll see what happens. Bradley, thanks for the $5. Mr. Green Thumb himself. Well, it's good to see that new feature works. Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for, Abdul. I'm waiting to see what happens with the end of this SEC case. What is it, 11 a.m.? Uncle Philly? One day, brother. I've always wanted to go to Toronto, and I've never been. See? I swear we have spirits in this house. My son's toys just go on randomly. And he's not even here. He's with Grandma. And you can hear it. It just started playing in the background. My cats are nowhere near it. Unless this was... The only other thing I can think of, guys, is this, like I was saying, this is one of those, you know, buy the rumor, sell the news, because when the news comes out in 20 minutes, what if everybody just sells now? What if all these big shots that got in for a quick gain are selling? It's kind of convenient that the head and shoulders is forming right before 10 o'clock, wouldn't you say? We'll see what happens, but I don't know. It kind of seems quite likely they were trying to trap people before the call and make it look a little like, hey, look at this, Judge. We just went up 30 cents overnight, and we got a call this morning. Nobody knows what's going on. That's what it seems like. Oh, yeah, the day traders, I want to get out of this day trading pattern, even though I'm not day trading. I want to get out of it. I want to just get into the long positions again, but I can't do it when we're at the top of a bubble. Like, that's what you guys don't understand. I see the top of the bubble. I've bought into the top of the bubble many times in the same situation, but if I can at all avoid it, I'm not doing it. And if I'm doing a show, I'm not going to say otherwise. I'm not going to say, hey, buy it now, when I'm not buying it. It's not, what's the point? I'm going to tell you every option, like I always do. But, like, you see how slow the 30-minute is. Now you go to the 1 minute. You know, and we're starting to take on a little bit of definition here again. Like I said, we better hope we're not forming a second head and shoulders on the 1 minute, and that's kind of what it looks like it's doing. If you're in the position is what I'm saying. If you're not in the position and you want it to go down, well, obviously. Dude, a lot of you guys in Ontario, like, I'm right on the other side in Detroit. So, I'm not that far. Should be interesting, though, when that call does happen. But it's just so... I don't know. This would be a hell of a trap to be caught in right now. Even in the 1 minute. Even in the 1 minute. When it was initially going up, it wasn't creating that. But, I mean, I guess it was telling you right off the bat that we could have it. Once this is over, it's over. But that's what I always say. Until the pattern's over, it's not over. You get many inversions and many head and shoulders all day long in the patterns. And sometimes they jump up, sometimes they jump down. Look, was anybody bitching when it went from 95 cents back to $1.38, but it went right back to the same spot? Or when it went from $1.18 to $1.30 whatever, and then went back down to $1.18? I mean, it has a tendency to follow the same way. The same way it goes up is the same way it comes down. If it goes up fast, it takes a while to come down. If the left side was formed with no structure, the right side's always going to have, whether it's up or down, you're going to have more structure. Because even on the flash drops on the left, it takes a while to build them back up on the right. You're not just getting the straight line back up. Danny and Kelly. Yeah, that is a scenario that I'm hoping doesn't happen, Abdul. Because then I would have missed out on some nice gains on the way up to $2.20. But at the same time, I could see it happening. That's why I kept saying yesterday. $1.38, it's not a bad spot to go up or down. But, I mean, we'll just have to see. Oh, I know, Peter. There's absolutely nothing with XLM. But yeah, XLM, same thing. But they got dragged into the court case, remember? It's kind of the same thing with everything. But the thing that's weird, and now Bitcoin is picking up a little bit. But earlier, Bitcoin was only up like, Bitcoin had this nice little blow off the top, finally. But I mean, it's the same thing in the 1 minute. You can see it developing. And it started, at this top. What's going to happen? Is the volume going to keep coming in like this, and we can keep going ascending? Because if the volume doesn't, we're just going to descend, and then we'll have that nice little, at the end of it, back to wherever the pattern started, which was not that low compared to where we were at, because now we have to revert from this pattern, but... Exactly, Abdul. Liverpool, oh my God, I would be so down for that, Mira. I know a lot of people on that side of the world, in the UK and London, and I've never been there, but that would be something special. Hey, Greg Lackey, thanks for the $2.02. I much appreciate that. Greg, if you're watching, I much appreciate that. Thanks, Greg. I much appreciate you, brother. I thought you were in here. But if anything, isn't it interesting, though, to watch the charts and see what can happen on just small volume bursts when you're stuck in consolidation? Or how quick you can go down in a consolidation period if you just get enough negative volume. You've seen it both ways now. There's no better teaching that you can do than watch what just happened in the last, 7 days. And the volatility in the crypto market. You know, it's that simple. Todd, I know you're in here too. Thanks for the $5 on Cash App, my man. Thank you so much. I always tell you guys, if you don't want to donate directly to YouTube when I'm doing live streams, you can still do it. It's in the description. You can still do it through just a donation, not on YouTube. But when I'm live, you have the ability, obviously, to send it while I'm live. But, look at the prices on some of the other things. I'm surprised DGB didn't go up higher. I wish I could go back to the video while I was live. I did do a video, and you guys know it. Especially you guys that are all here. I know you guys watch the videos. But I did tell you, when I was watching this, whoops, and when we went back in the pattern, if you remember correctly, we said, do we make it back up to the top of this right here? We talked about this. We had several videos where we've talked about this. This line right here, if we could make it up here. I didn't think we could, but it was a possibility. Because that's where it technically dropped. So if you're going to double top, we hadn't done it until today. From, where we first inverted. But now we did. And now, just like the inversion, now you can see the head and shoulders at the same spot right where we broke up to the top of it. That's how I got the 166 line when I said. Yeah, I'm sure you can go on Jeremy Hogan's website too, his YouTube. Or not YouTube, his Twitter. If you guys don't know, Jeremy Hogan's the attorney for XRP, or one of many attorneys, but he's been vocal. How do you feel? Wow, 59 people in here.
How long have we been streaming?
Half hour. Not very long. It's not going to be a long stream. I told him you have therapy today. I just came on to, It's a good time to come on with this pattern. Thank you, Cavi. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of heat-seeking missiles out there, though, that they come out of the woodwork every time something happens. It goes down, they bitch. It goes up, they bitch. It stays the same, they bitch. Remember, I got the same backlash when I went to 95 cents, even though I just said it was going to go to 95 cents. Everybody's like, you son of a bitch, you lost us so much money on the dip. What? I'm the guy who told you to sell it to make the money on the dip. Now, if you'd have just bought it on the dip, what are we bitching about? Cavi, there are a lot of new people. D, thanks for tuning around or sticking around. Yeah, I liked the video. I don't even know how many people have liked the live stream. 23. Look at that. I've got 2 dislikes and only 24 likes. The dislike community's coming out. There's 55 people here, if all 55 of you like this, well, there's 55 of you here, so if 53 of you liked it, since all of you, 2 of you already disliked it, we could have 53 likes. You sure are, Ikuala. Yeah, if you're on your phone, you got to hit the X button to close the chat out, and then you can like it. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We've had like over 1,130 new subscribers in, what have I been doing this, 27 days? The Run guys are in the house. Oh, that would be a dream come true if the Run guys were in the house. That's right, Abdul. Like I said, next month, you know, you gotta wait though. After I close the classes May 1st, I'll do it again. You know, we'll open it up at the end of the first, 8 classes because I want them to have the interpersonal experience. And then the first class again, I'll do an introduction, and then we'll just go where we're at. In a few years, Connor, if I was talking about XRP in a few years, you would laugh at yourself for bitching about buying at any price right now. This is all going to be pennies compared to what it's going to be like in 10 years. Put a few zeros on this price. That's what I'm saying. This is all chump numbers anyhow. So we're all bitching about $1.60. We're going to be kicking ourselves when it's at $10. Like, what were we so stressed out about? That's how it feels. But you see how fast, this is another thing, you see how fast the stock moves just on some volume. But it takes that kind of volume to move it. If it's just us, it just sits. Like, you're getting volume in right now, but it's just me and you buying it right now. We're just FOMOing right now. And then you get, this is what you don't want to see. Small chunks of volume. Even after, it drops. And then even during the drop, you get another big thing of volume. Like, you don't want that. That's not showing any strength in the 1 minute. You want to see consistent volume coming up after it's met. Because it's a dangerous part of the pattern. It's either going to bounce back up or it's got to come down the right side. But there is some structure, so I'd expect it to go back up a little bit. But the fact that it's 9.57 and you're starting to get all these sells, that's not a good sign if you're looking for a big, big jump. I did not, Jason. Like I said, I wasn't interested in from the 153 to the 1. I just told you guys it was a possibility because you could have made some money. But the in and out on crypto is so expensive that after taxes and everything else. Right on, Abdul. I'll talk to you later, my friend. Thank you very much, and I appreciate your support. You be safe. But the FOMO's real. I always tell you that this is where I used to trap myself. Like, hey, I bought it at $1.60. It went to $1.64. Yes. And then I look at my phone a few hours later or a day later and it's down. If XRP goes to $10 this week, I'll eat my hat live on stream. If it was true, would I have XRP right now? I would imagine so. If I thought it was going to $10, I'd be loading up at $1. I mean, come on. Uncle Philly, stay safe, brother. I know I'm on when everybody's got to go to work, but I'll talk to you in the comments, Uncle Philly. That's a real OG right there. Well, I can certainly tell you I'm not going to buy it on the FOMO. So for me, I keep saying if it goes under $1 again, I'll buy it. Or if it shows a pattern that is sustainable. This isn't sustainable based on volume alone. No problem, Bam Bam. I try to keep it real. I'm not going to tell you it's going to $10 when it's not. Now, if the charts were telling me it's going to $10, you'd be the first to know. But these are critical moments in the 1 minute if you want to see what kind of pattern we're on. If we're going to continue to go down. We just had this big drop. Now in the next 5 to 10 minutes, you should see an influx of volume again. Similar if the pattern's going to keep going. And we're going to, because typically when we were on a run before, you never seen this when it died down to when it trickled in volume. You would want to see another influx like this if you want it to push to 166 in the next 5 to 10 minutes while it's on this pattern. If not, if you get the opposite and you start seeing more like this, you know, you start seeing a lot more red dumps in the 1 minute, you know, the price is going to go back down to 150 real quick. But I don't think it's done going up. Like, I think it's lining up perfectly for this 10 o'clock call to where it's going to try to push to the top. Or we did already push and we had to blow off before the call even happened. Yeah, if Bitcoin gets to 50, I mean, that's the thing. Like, a lot of people were dead on today. They said that the best way to fuck people with Bitcoin would be right about 54,000 today. Because then you get the longs and the shorts and they're caught in the middle. Yeah, I think it starts right now. 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
What starts now?
The XRP hearing with the SEC. So everybody bought in last night because the XRP basically sent in and said that the SEC was lying in writing. Welcome, Alex. What's up, brother?
You're still not in yet?
Good morning, Shiloh. No, I am not in yet.
You suck.
I do suck. See, even Julie said I suck for not being in. I can't win this morning. But yeah, a lot of people were right about this number, though. You know, they were right. But this was that blow off the top people were talking about yesterday, too. I mean, now you got to be careful. But I was wondering where the Bitcoin blow up was going to be, because Bitcoin, I told you, if it got to 56,000 yesterday, we'd be about $1.60 XRP. Well, Bitcoin was at 54, and we're already at $1.60 XRP. So I was like, holy fuck. You know, that's where I was like, whoa. But then, you know, this happened. Right when it got smacked, kind of, with volume. But it's odd, though, with everything else up. Now Ethereum's down. So it's possible everything's running behind Ethereum. I'm surprised, though, that Ethereum's way down. Not way down, but I would have expected Ethereum to be up higher than this. What did Bitcoin get to? About 64,000, right? She did. Right, Radley? I know. You know, that's the worst part. When I put the ads on this morning, because I was mad at the videos I put out, didn't realize I would have to watch the ads too when I played my video back. Like, it's my account. Why the hell should I have to watch a Crypto.com ad? I shouldn't have to punish myself. You got that right, Bam Bam. Like I said, Bam Bam, I know you're new. I had XRP from 40 cents, and I rode it all the way up to $1. You know, you guys know when I started selling it out in the $1.70s and the $1.60s, and then I unloaded the entirety at $1.53 before it made the huge fucking drop. But, you know, I'm getting towards the end of this live stream, so I do appreciate everybody tuning in. There was a lot more people in here than I thought were going to be. I know a lot of people have to go to work, and I appreciate you stopping in for a minute. But, you know, we're just going to have to watch and see how quick this dumps, or if we do get a pump from the hearing. Because if you get a pump from the hearing, you know, who knows? I know. Right. Cheers, Jordan. Oh, well, be safe, Bam Bam. Don't want you hurting yourself because you're listening to me. I didn't want to leave just yet because I wanted to see what would happen at the bottom of this mini Head and Shoulders. I think it'd be the biggest kick in the nuts if everybody bought in right now, and then during the hearing, no matter what happens, it just starts going down because it was a premature, you know, buy the rumor, sell the news kind of thing. Because it's going to get into some dangerous territory if it falls below here because there's not much holding it up. I mean, the selling volume, well, 376,000 for this would be kind of extreme because we're only doing the 20 to 50,000. Yeah, so it's picking up a little bit in the sell. If you're holding it right now, you know, you might want to pay attention. But like I said, it only takes an influx of volume, 4 or 5 1 minutes in a row with 500,000-600,000 volume, and you're back up to 163. But XRP takes a lot to move. So me and you aren't moving it up or down. That's just not going to happen. So, I mean, it is what it is. A lot of people won't watch my channel because they don't want to know the truth, and a lot of people don't want to hear the truth. A lot of people want me to tell them it's going up to $5 right now because we just had an artificial move. I'm not going to do that because it's untrue. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to see in the 1 minute even what this is down here. And coming off inversion, too, it's like killing your pattern before it even starts. Oh yeah, Mira, I'll be on today. I'll be on today a lot. I promise. I wouldn't leave you hanging. I can't even believe I've already put out this much content today with the way I felt when I woke up. Like I said, though, you want more than 2,000. We want more than this minuscule amount of volume, though, if you want it to go up. You want to see 100,000, 150,000 in one of these next candles. Like, you want to see somebody dumping in to raise it back up. Oh, hell yeah, I love my Canadian audience. I got a lot of people from Canada. Bam Bam. That's awesome. No, thank you, Mira. Your support means the world to me. It is, Sam. That's what it looks like to me. No matter which one I put on, it's clear. It has to come back down. But if a bunch of volume comes in, then necessarily it doesn't have to come down right now. It could go up to the top of a pattern. Because this could be the middle point. We don't know. That's why I keep saying it's always a gamble. Even if you're riding something and you think it's going up 1,000%, it's always a gamble. Even if you think you have all the information in front of you, it's always a gamble. Because at any minute, the volume could cut off and go in the other direction. That's why I was a little hesitant yesterday. That's why I came on a couple times today. If you want to take a chance here, you know, you can buy it at $1.52 because it was at $1.46 at the time, or $1.50, and then ride it and see how high to 166 it goes. It was just that kind of consolidation. Sometimes, you know, you get a big spike of volume. Or some people are like, you know what? It's been consolidating here for a while. It's not going down again. Or you have the trap set, and that's what I fear is happening right now. I could be completely wrong, but I've given you every opportunity at every level to not only buy, but to sell if you wanted to. And like for the people day trading, them selling at 165 and simply scooping it back up at 159 was good enough for them. And I get messages all the time. You saved me 6 cents, I sold it, bought it back, and now we're good to go. They don't even wait for the 10 or 15 cent drop. They just want to reposition because they made profit, take some out, throw it in their bank account, and have the same amount of shares. So me saving them 6 or 7% cents just now is good enough. And those people are very happy. Black cherry gelato. Oh man, if I ever see that, I will definitely buy that. I love black cherry. Strands with black cherry in it is so good, and it's so rare. I used to grow a hash plant, a California hash plant that was the fucking nuts, man. But it was back in like 2010, and now I can't find it anymore. Me too, Sam. But it's possible the volume spike came last night in anticipation for the hearing today. We don't know. But I'm waiting because I feel the same thing. Like something's going to pop here. Like something has to. But usually it's at these moments where you simply, it doesn't do what you expect. Like, I would have expected if it was going to go up, it would have done it overnight. That's why I was putting caution to the wind. That it was 50-50. It's not because I thought I'm covering my ass on both sides. It's because it was a clear, that could have happened, and it did. The charts can only tell you what happens if the volume flow stays consistent. If there's a spike in either direction, it can break the pattern, and something that's looking great and bullish turns bearish very quickly. And something that looks unsustainable with a big volume spike ends up becoming very bullish. Joe, you know, that's a funny thing. Julie smokes menthol cigarettes. I don't smoke cigarettes very often at all. I mean, I'll smoke one every now and then for the hell of it, but I've never been a cigarette person, just a cannabis guy. But yeah, trust me, it's something that we've talked about in this household because Julie likes to smoke her Misty menthols. Well, her 120s. They have to be those long-ass cigarettes. Come on, volume, come in and do something. Don't just sit here like this so people get fucked. See, I'd rather it just go up because I know people have it. But then I get fucked. But I like XRP. I like to see it doing good. But yeah, guys, I'm going to have to go, obviously. So I'll keep you guys updated. Stay tuned. But my son's going to be getting dropped off. So, guys, I'll be back in a little bit. Stay blessed, all right?